World of Two Wheels has been brought to you by Yamaha. Yamaha, it's a better machine.
That's a 25-minute look at the world of two wheels. But it'd probably take more like 25 hours to tell the whole story. This combination of materials, duct tape and toweling, they're part of that story. They're used by riders to pad their inside boot when running on polished concrete, a form of competition that just got a tremendous boost from the Yamaha Silver Cup Series, a knockdown, drag-out celebration.
These boots ain't made for walking. They're riding boots, being given special treatment for indoor concrete racing. The riders cover the bottoms with toweling, rug, or an old sock and tape it on good and tight. The left foot is used as an outrigger, helping the rider to maneuver his bike in an almost continual controlled slide. After a 2-year absence, concrete racing returns to the arena in Long Beach, California, just south of L.A. This is the first leg of the Yamaha Silver Cup, a series of events taking riders from here to Madison Square Garden in New York and to Jacksonville, Florida. Nearly 100 professionals will thrash around this 8-mile teardrop oval in a series of elimination heats before the Cup race. Top riders from the AMA's Grand National Championship circuit are here, including 24-year-old Gene Romero, the 1970 national champion. Chuck Palmgren, currently ranked 8, is one of 3 racing brothers. This is Rusty Coppage, a Yamaha rider, enjoying a break from the hectic day-long practice sessions. The bikes they use are actually dirt short trackers, and 250cc's is the maximum engine size allowed in these indoor events. Engines, gearing, chassis, suspension, tires, all must be adapted for concrete racing, and then refined to match the individual style of the rider. Concrete racing, contrary to what it seems, is an intricate, subtle contest.
Most of the bikes don't have brakes, and are very light, racing motors, expansion chambers, and all to help the machine perform at its peak. So it's much faster than the average trail bike and much lighter.
From road racing, they have different chassis, which is the frame, and different tires, and that's about your main difference. And as far as different from a dirt tracker, they're exactly the same as our dirt short trackers, except we just change the gearing on them, and some riders use a variety of tires, which vary track to track.
Some of the fellows have brakes, and some of them don't have. The bike I'm riding today, it has brakes on it, but I'm not using them because you're like, you just run it wide open just about all the time. You just, when you get to the corner, you just lean it over. Don't have to worry about stopping.
The only tricks I seem to come up with is changing the wheel base, which puts more weight on the front wheel or more weight on the rear wheel, whichever the bike feels best towards the track.
Everybody has their own ideas, because no one really has a set way of doing indoor racing. So some guys run shocks, some guys run rigid frames, and it's just all personal preference. The main thing is get a good start off the line. It helps an awful lot.
It relies 75% on the start. You get off the line, you can go twice as slow as a guy, because one rider does have to pass you if you're holding the groove. He has to go on the outside, and he's got to go so much faster to get around you.
Top speed is a lot less on racing inside on the concrete because it's a lot smaller track. And where a dirt track, we run 80, 90 miles an hour, and run pretty close. Now this indoor cement track, like top speed is about 40 miles an hour, but there's a lot more action because everybody knows if they happen to fall off, they're not going that fast, they're not going to get hurt.
Well, as you get going out there, there gets more rubber on the track constantly, and the tires pick it up and get sort of a glaze on the tires. So these guys take a wood rasp, and keep the tire roughed up, and it's more pliable of the surface. That's the main reason they do it.
Oh, that's far out. We started in about 1964 back east, and then I think they started out here in about 1967. They're going to have that big race at Madison Square Garden, so it'll be a far out show back there.
Back here at Long Beach,